If you could own any work of art in the world, what would it be and why? We put that question to the world, and over 6 weeks we received over 7,500 open-ended responses. No multiple choice, no prompts, just people from across the globe telling us the one artwork they'd love to live with and why. Based on our social series, our global survey was born from the idea that the art we choose often says much more about us, our memories, values, and encounters with art, as it does about the artwork itself. We captured the artwork titles and the reasons behind people's choices. We then looked for patterns across the whole data set, by artwork, artist, and by demographics like gender, generation, and country. As for the headline findings, taste is far more diverse than any single winner. The top 5 artworks globally account for under 6% of all responses, so no one piece truly dominates the public's imagination. Across artists, the art historical canon exerts a real force. The top 20 artists globally, from Van Gogh and Monet to Rothko and Pollock, are all male. The first woman appears at rank 21, Remedios Varo, and only 6 women appear in the global top 50 artists. Among respondents, 8.3% of women chose a female artist, compared with 4.7% of men and 6.7% of non-binary participants. Generations overlap more than they diverge when it comes to taste in art. Hopper's Nighthawks and Klimt's The Kiss appear in every generation's top 5. The Starry Night tops Gen X and Millennials and still ranks highly with Boomers and Gen Z. Countries anchor around universal icons, with Starry Night and Nighthawks appearing again and again, and then branch into works embedded in national collections and histories. That counts as Abaporo in Brazil, Blue Poles in Australia, Las Meninas in Spain, and in the UK, The Execution of Lady Jane Grey. As for the top 5 artworks from the survey, the margin at the top is razor thin, with just 29 votes separating first from 5th place. So here's the global top 5. Gustav Klimt's The Kiss came in at 5th place with a 0.99% share of total responses. Painted during Klimt's golden phase, The Kiss fuses 2 figures into a single gilded panel. Rooted in symbolism and Art Nouveau, the painting has become an enduring emblem of romantic connection. Respondents told us, "I always thought the piece as beautiful as it is iconic, but after seeing it in person, accompanied by someone I now call the love of my life, it made me tear up, evoking thoughts of beauty, love, and loneliness I will always cherish and never forget." The way The Kiss looks so uncomfortable, such a clunky position for them to be in, but they kiss all the same, happy to share that moment forever in such an awkward embrace. I love his crown of vines. I love the way her face turns up to us and we see her beauty and serenity, a moment of golden bliss. And one more person said, "The kiss, because it is so romantic, feels like he is holding her up and she is melting into that bond and trust and love, and yet is not about a woman being swooned for me. It's about a woman knowing she is being loved well, and I love his colours." The 4th most desired artwork was Bosch's The Garden of Earthly Delights, with a 1.06% share of responses. This medieval triptych offers up something new every time you look at it, with Eden on the left, a surreal carnival of desire at the centre, and a nightmarish hell on the right. Respondents said of the work, "It's impressive in person. It's a painting you can smell, hear, and see just by looking at it. I like the colours and the emotions it evokes. The excess in the details, the secrets hidden in plain sight, the diversity of creatures and beings, all in that piece is a piece of each and every one of us. The Garden of Earthly Delights because it feels like a fever dream of the collective unconscious, mystical, surreal, with symbols that seduce and disturb." In 3rd place is Monet's Water Lilies with a 1.09% share of total responses. Monet painted more than 250 variations of his famed water lilies between 1897 and 1926, capturing the pond and gardens at his home in Giverny. Our respondent said, "I could live in that painting forever, it's breathtaking." Another said, "Because it was the first piece of art that moved me to tears, and it seems to glow from within. It's as if it's illuminated from behind the canvas." And another said, "I like how he pictured a small space as a world full of colours, light and shades, and many other details that we could all easily see from different perspectives." In second place was Edward Hopper's Nighthawks with a 1.36% share of responses. Completed in 1942, Hopper's Nighthawks depicts four figures, three customers and a server, in a brightly lit New York diner late at night. The work has since become an iconic homage to the paradoxical experience of loneliness in the city. Of this work, people said, "I am everyone in that painting, all throughout my life and all throughout the year on any given year. There's something about the mood of the painting that just aligns with my baseline. I truly am a night owl and my solitude is the thing that I cherish most in this world." Another said, "I think this work defines the sense of isolation and loneliness that many of us feel in urban settings. Though it appears simple in its composition, there's a lot going on there. There's so much that's open to interpretation. Who are the subjects? Why are they in this diner at such a late hour? And who is the mysterious third man with his back to us? The complexity within the simplicity is fantastic." And finally, someone said, "There's something about it that perfectly captures the feeling of being in the world, but not quite of it. It conveys a sense of disconnection while also finding a safe space. I can relate to that, especially in the current political environment." And in at first place, but by just one vote, is Van Gogh's Starry Night with a 1.37% share of responses. Painted in 1889, the work captures a turbulent, dreamlike vision of the night sky swirling above a quiet village. The painting is one of the most recognisable in the world. Here's why it resonated. It's a cliche, but cliches exist for a reason. The first time I saw this painting, I was still very young, and I remember feeling like he had painted my dreams. I was astonished. It made me understand art. Another person said, "One of my favourite songs ever is Debussy's Clair de Lune. I listened to it a lot, especially late at night when I needed some comfort because of my ongoing grief of my late father. The painting is so Clair de Lune. I can look at it for hours, on and on, with the song playing in the background." My father was a landscape artist too, and he had loads of paintings featuring the moon. We're connected by our love of the moon and art. Starry Night is my visual Clair de Lune. And another respondent said, "It reminds me that there is so much beauty in the night sky. No matter where I am in the world, I can look up and find comfort in the stars just like he did." For a little more context to round out the overall picture, when it came to artists, Van Gogh is the most cited globally. Monet, Hopper, Klimt, Vermeer, Picasso, Bosch, Magritte and Dali all sit near the top. Yet the top 20 artists together account for just a third of all responses. Another sign of the breadth of answers we received. As for women artists, after Varia at number 21, the most mentioned women include Frida Kahlo, Artemisia Gentileschi, Yayoi Kusama, Tarsila de Amaral, and Hilma af Klint. Among these artworks by women, Gentileschi's Judith slaying Holofernes leads, followed by Amaral's Abaporu, Bourgeois' Maman, Kahlo's The Two Fridas, Kusama's Infinity Room, Varro's Women Leaving the Psychoanalyst Office, and af Klint's The 10 Largest. By gender, across genders, The Starry Night, The Garden of Earthly Delights, and Water Lilies are shared touchstones. Women often chose works emphasising intimacy and beauty, with The Kiss and The Birth of Venus in their top 5. While men veered towards psychological tensions within Nighthawks, Wander Above the Sea of Fog, and Guernica. When we looked at generations, Nighthawks and The Kiss appear in every generation's top 5. Boomers included Guernica and Christina's World. Gen X brought together Renaissance icons and modern favourites. Millennials particularly gravitated towards Bosch. And Gen Z aligns closely with older cohorts, with a notable presence of Ophelia in their top 5. This survey and the big question itself isn't about creating a league table of the best or most popular art. It offers a glimpse into the role that art plays in our lives, how we're exposed to it, and why certain works speak to us much more than others. In many of our videos, people have rallied against the call to own any of these masterpieces, but what this survey reveals is the rich texture behind people's desires to collect and own a piece of history. It really speaks to the power of art to unite us and to catalyse conversations through iconography which, in more cases than not, transcends all barriers. And you can explore the full findings from the Excuse Me survey at My Art Breaker for the country, gender and generation breakdowns.